Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Uh, I thought this was going to be in horizontal mode, but apparently not. So what we're going to talk about today is just basically my weekend, my week, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. What we have here is my seafood pasta salad that I made today here at the Red Roof Inn. And I started to mention this in the video earlier today, about I don't know 4 or 5 hours ago, whatever it was. And the biggest challenge in this video was trying to get boiling water. So I have the microwave, so it took a long time to have the tricolor rotini boil in the microwave. I had to do it in increments. I did it like 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and I think I did 3 minutes and then 2 minutes or whatever, because I had to test it out. Crazy that that was the most difficult portion of the video. By the way, I want to thank Dude Wipes for sponsoring this video. Also want to thank Oscar Mayer because I forgot to add the Oscar Mayer, I can't even say the word Oscar Mayer bacon bits to the recipe. So I'm going to add that right now. That'll that'll Emerald Lagasse that recipe up big time. I'm going to stir that in. And I also want to thank the Red Roof Inn for sponsoring this video. As you can imagine, actually none of these are truly sponsored. But, if you want to do it, go out, hit me up. So basically what I'm going to talk about today is my lack of paper towels, napkins. But sorry, something in my throat there. The recipe I did yesterday was outstanding. Outstanding. The video wasn't great, but the recipe was really good. So if you ever want to do a chicken and dumplings recipe, if you ever want to do that, I highly recommend McLib's Southern Dumplings. Oh my God, it is the bomb. I was, I'd heard great things about it, but I was still skeptical because I had never used them in application. And then it's just, they triple in size is what they say and everything. It just gave it so much flavor. I honestly think the way I did everything yesterday, other than the video, was to perfection. It tasted so daggone good. The only thing I was upset with was I didn't have a bigger crock pot. I was by myself. I couldn't share with anybody. So anybody who's trying to make comments, I'm not really sure. I can't really see the screen. I can tell somebody's saying something, but anyway, I apologize for that. But trying to give you a little bit better light. the shadow of G Money. That should be a video or a movie one day. But anyway, let me see what else. Let me show you a couple things been working on in the lab today. I am back. Thought I had a little bit of this ready. Been working on the G Money honey with this, and I owe some people an apology. I owe many people an apology. I guess you would call that Apollo G's. And me being the big G, I don't like doing that, but I got to do that just to clear my conscience. So, Melinda, there's going to be a jar of honey plus some extra goodies coming to you soon. Mike Elmer and his wife, sorry man, totally had a brain fart on their channel name, but they're going to get a jar or two. And I promised somebody a long time ago, this is where I feel really bad, before one of the meetups, a jar of honey. I think it was Hardneck Homestead. I need to review the emails, but they're going to have some stuff going out to them in the near future, some goodies. So there's this version. Let me grab another version. Actually, I have a light propped up on top of some of the other ones that I think the one I'm looking for is under there. So I'm not going to disturb that. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay, so that is the, you saw the, what I call the military version, the veteran version of that. Here, this one has my channel sticker on there, and here's the front label. And the ones I'm showing you right now do not have the top label on them. The ones that I do have prepared are underneath this box, this crate that is elevating this other light, so you can see this video tonight. So tell me what you think about this idea. As you know, I try to be active with the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity, trying to raise money for veterans for Reads Across America, through Reads Across America. Let me readjust this. And what do you think if instead of this, we had some type of logo or a emblem here that said Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity, raising money for Reads Across America, through Reads Across America, or something like that. Would you be on board for something like that? Because if I get enough yes answers, that's probably what we're going to do. Prepare for next year's fundraiser event. And in case you're not aware, I'm the director of community relations with Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. So I'm thinking about sending it to my warehouse in Quinnipiac, Michigan, and we could sell those. You know what I mean? Even if I take the loss, if we can take the profit for the veterans, I'm down with that. So I might be able to ship, I don't know, whatever it is, like a dozen a month or whatever it is, out to Quinnipiac, Michigan, so we can raise money for the veterans. We're going to do it. And then my warehouse supervisor out there, Jason Johnson, he can ship them out as needed on demand. And I think that would be a really cool way to raise money because yes, it's all basically going to be G Money Honey, but let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, my friends. We could do G Money Honey on one side, on the other side, do the Lee and Betty Johnson awareness campaign on that, whatever you want to do. So just hit me up with some ideas. And like I said earlier, if anybody is trying to message me, which it looks like somebody is, I really can't see it because I'm from a distance. Plus, I have two big ass spotlights in my eyes. So that's a thought. I'm really happy to be able to decompress and relax here at the Red Roof Inn for 2 days. I have to go back to reality in the very near future, where the weather's not going to be great. You know, I think tomorrow's going to be okay, but obviously, the greatest thing is hurricane season just ended officially today. I guess it's not officially ending until we hit 2,400 hours, or 2359 or whatever it is. But yeah, so that's really cool. That was the weirdest thing. Weird. Ever since I've been alive, I've never known of a hurricane season where not even one approached or entered the Gulf of America. So let that be known. Kind of weird. What else do I want to show you? So let's get on talking about this salad. This thing is so heavy. It's so full. It's so full of substance. Like I told you guys before, if you haven't seen this yet, the previous video, this is like, I don't know, it's kind of maybe hard to see, but this is a really, really good recipe. I think it, in all honesty, since I've been displaced for the last 3 years or whatever, it's probably my best recipe video. And as far as taste of a recipe, this is awesome. So I'm going to take a bite right now. I showed you earlier just the preparation. It needed a cool down period and stuff like that. So I just added the bacon bits to it. I thank Dude Wipes. I thank the Red Roof Inn, and I thank Oscar Mayer for the bacon bits. So now let's dive in for a taste test, and gotta love those Dude Wipes. Hey Paul C, if you're watching, you might want to bring this to Florida. Anyway, so let's give this a taste test. Let me give you my honest opinion. I'm kind of already mentally swayed because I've already had a taste or two earlier, but I haven't had any recently. So let me. I like it. Let me go back in for confirmation. Some people don't like black olives. Some people don't like carrots, stuff like that. But if you haven't seen the video earlier, I highly suggest you watch that video. You could do this for any holiday occasion. You don't have to do it the way I did it. You can improvise, whatever makes you happy. But I'm telling you, this is the bomb right here. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that on this platform, but I've said it 3 times so far. So, I mean, it's like really good meals, what I'm trying to say, YouTube. All right, you feel me? Let me try and dive in here. My 2 best recipes I've ever made in my life are neck and neck. One is this seafood pasta salad. This is tremendous, tremendous. Definitely a 10 out of 10. My seafood stew is also a 10 out of 10 when I can conduct it in perfect conditions. And I'm telling you, man, this is the bomb. And I got a friend in Utah, well, a former friend in Utah, the droning veteran, who doesn't like seafood? And he's supposed to be coming to an event in Florida. And I think I just uninvited him because if you can't do seafood in Florida, hurricanes, spiders, snakes, spider, crime, murders, all those unalive things, you don't belong here. That is so stinking good. let me remind you, the best part of this recipe, I mean, it's hard to say which is the best part of the recipe, but you definitely have to use Kraft Zesty Italian dressing. Don't improvise with the cheap stuff. Go big or go home. That's the good stuff. So let's see what else going on. I'm thankful that Dallas Cowboys whipped some butt. I think they have like a 3-game winning streak. They're still got a long road to go, get to the playoffs. But I'm also thankful that the Philadelphia Eagles lost. So I'm more thankful that the Eagles lost because I hate them stinking Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles. Those little dirty birds. Yeah. Ain't got no time for that. But anyway, in all seriousness, I'm really proud of putting in some legwork for G-Money Honey, the veterans, and in my previous, I said a lot, don't I? I don't realize it until I go watch the replay. But anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is I love YouTube. It's been a little bit better for me lately. I feel bad because the last 3 or 4 days I haven't really been able to produce a whole lot of content. It's been windy and just conditions have pretty much been crappy. So there's not much I could have said or done that would have been worthwhile. Even like this video, not much I could have said or done. But I'm excited about YouTube. As far as like the monetization, I think I'm like $25 and some change away from being actually monetized. Probably won't happen today. This would be the last, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Sorry about that. This would be the last day to be monetized to receive a check in December. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do. Good golly, the hiccups. I hate when that happens, especially when you're on video. So I do believe it's going to happen in December, and I would receive my first YouTube monetization check probably January 21st through direct deposit, stuff like that. So I've been really monitoring the statistics a lot lately, and I got really low on the watch hours for a long time because I was doing more shorts because that's pretty much the only thing I could do. And then now I can see them climbing late, and with the exception of the last few days. So I was really worried that I was going to go under 4,000 watch hours in the last year, the 365 days. So I literally got under 4,100 by, I don't know, I forget what the number was, but I was really worried that I was going to lose the opportunity to be monetized. I'm not really sure how that works. So if anybody is watching and can enlighten me, once you reach that level, if you go below that level, do you lose the monetization? But now I'm closer to, I think my watch hours are, I think I checked this morning, it was like 4168 or something like that. So I think I'm good for a little while. The live videos do not go towards your watch hours, so I understand. I think Jason has a way, he reshares the stream, and then I think you can get watch hours after that. I've never done that. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure how to do that. But so if anybody wants to hit me up and we can talk about it. But here's another thing I've been thinking about, and I would do this on my own dime. I really want to do this on my own dime, but on behalf of the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity, I want to try and be able to do one of two things. Uh, Item number one, I want to buy a veteran a Christmas tree. And if it's an older veteran that is not capable of setting it up or whatever, I would like to go there and set it up with him. I'm sure I can solicit a helper from work or something like that to do something like that. Uh, in a in a perfect world, it would be great to. I know there are some Christmas tree farms, in the outskirts here. I mean, damn, we don't have nothing but forests around here, so I know there's Christmas trees out there. Uh, Perhaps cut one down. That's still an option. The other thing I want to do is sponsor a veteran for Christmas. So, I mean, we're not talking like, it all depends what you guys want to do. If you guys are on board with any of these ideas, so I'm thinking, man, it's been a long time since I bought a Christmas tree. They have them all over the place. Cut Christmas tree is probably, I'm going to say, guessing in this area or part of the county, $40 or less. I have no idea how much it costs to go cut down a Christmas tree. That would be really cool to perhaps video it and do the process, make it special. I really don't know. This is kind of like something I just spewed out. I've been thinking about it for a while. I just spewed out my thought with you guys for the first time ever. So, and then as far as helping a veteran family, I have no idea what a reasonable budget is. It's $50 reasonable. Can we reach 50? Can we let's say hypothetically, can we raise money? I don't want this is not going to come out of the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity Fund, and this is going to sound really odd. I don't know how to phrase this, but because it's a nonprofit. But if anybody wants to do it through me or through Jason Johnson, who's the president of the charity, he has a PayPal account. I have a PayPal account. If you want to do it that way, we can work something out so it's all traceable and documented. And barring me, having some medical issue between now and Christmas, I'd like to have that documented on video, just to appreciate, the viewers, the supporters for Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity, and just to do a generally good deed. Um, there is one gentleman that comes into the store where I work all the time, an older fella. He and his wife are both going through medical problems, and I forget how the conversation started one day, but he found out my name was Gary, and his name is also Gary. He's an older fella. He's getting frail. I guess his wife's in a little bit worse condition, and a really nice guy. The guy likes RC cola. Just like I know so much about the guy just from visiting the store that I would love to honor him in some way. This year if possible. Um, I think he was in the army. He has another guy. I feel so bad because I can't remember his name. Who comes in the store? He's always talking to me, asking me about Gary, the other Gary, and he also served in the military. I believe he was also in the army. So there's a lot of military presence in this area. So I would like to be impactful before I kick the bucket and go wayside, get thrown out to sea or whatever happens to me. But I think we can do some really good things. You know, we can't help everybody, but we can start by helping one. You know, or if you guys suggest that we help one veteran to another, we could do one veteran gets a Christmas tree, one veteran gets a a meal. I can deliver the meal. I could give them a gift card, whatever you suggest. I do work at a grocery store in Milton, Florida. I've never said the name of it for personal reasons, but I'm open for suggestions. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys can go watch JJ's Lifted Horizons tonight. See what he has to say. He has a lot of good information. He's the president of the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. And the other members of the board are Brian Heckel, who is the vice president. Then we have Dan Mabey, Staff Sergeant Dan Mabey, who is the secretary, and I'm the director of community relations. So I'm trying my best. I've come to realize in my position, like really, I really need to just do things and not ask for permission. Just go out there and hustle, sell, vend, whatever I got to do. I'm going to do it in 2026 for the veterans. So I'm going to have community yard. I've had so much resistance on my ideas. It really ticks me off, to be honest with you. I almost said another word. I'm trying to keep it clean and clear here. But I know the ideas I presented to many people will be successful, but nobody's jumping on board. So I'm going to take the bull by the horns, wrestle it to the ground, and head forward, raising money for the veterans. That's 100% what I'm going to do. Next year, unless I have some medical condition that's going to keep me from moving forward, we're going to make a lot of money. I'm anticipating at least $10,000 minimum, if not greater, for the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. So that's the best I can do, and I need to thank everybody. Definitely try these 2 recipes. Yesterday's video was terrible. Today's video I thought was pretty good. Both recipes were 2 thumbs up, so give it a try. I think I need to tap out here, my friends. Hard to see all the comments, but I'll definitely be checking in here in a minute. Anyway, thanks, Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity. For the veterans, for the win. Thank you.